Well, here I am on beautiful Sea Gull Lake again. The start of a 2-week long water trip. Hard to believe, hardly got any wind today. Hardly any wind. It's supposed to be mostly cloudy and rainy, and 50% chance of rain today, but it's starting out gorgeous. I'm not going to complain about that. Well, the temperatures were supposed to be in the low 60s for a high today. Much different from last year when I came out here. It was up near 80. And it still feels pretty warm out here. That sun beating down on me. Past the first campsite. It is empty. I was kind of surprised there were hardly any cars in the parking lot. I think I was number 6, maybe 5. There was another party just cut to the landing just as I was leaving. So that would have made car 6 or 7. Just now I passed a party of 4 in 2 canoes. They were heading the other way. So heading for home. Of course they might have their car at Sea Gull Outfitters or who knows where. But anyway, I don't like last year where there were lots and lots of people. Dare I say it? Dare I say it? No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. My darling. What a gorgeous morning. It is a little bit humid. Even though it's cool, fairly cool, and it's humid. With that sun, I'm baking a little bit, but it's much better than last year. Doing a little side trip here. Climbing up the Sea Gull Palisade. Rocks and roots. Lots of rocks and roots. Bit of a climb. But I don't have to portage anything up this way. Obviously been a few people here before me. Okay, that was an intermediate point. We still have to get up there. Sorry about the camera jiggles here. Kind of hard to watch what the camera is seeing and my feet at the same time. Almost there now. That was a fun little side trip. Beautiful day for it too. Beautiful day. Okay. Yeah, more side of it again. Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you. And there's Alpine Lake. Okay, pulling away from that 106 rod portage from Sea Gull to Alpine on Alpine. And again, today, okay, last year I went down into Jasper Lake. This year I'm going up into Red Rock. I need to go over this direction. Just coming up on the 48 rod portage from Alpine to Red Rock. Right up in here. This should be good. Looks like a decent landing anyway. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. And there's Red Rock Lake. Pulling away from the landing on Red Rock Lake. Very nice landing. Nice and sandy landing. So far today, all the landings have been pretty good. And actually that's the last portage of the day, because I'm now going to find a campsite. It's on this lake, on Red Rock Lake. Campsite where I'm going to spend 2 nights. Told you I was going to be doing relatively short, easy days on this trip for the most part. Besides that, we are supposed to be getting some rain today, and I just soon, if possible, have camp set up before it hits. As you probably noticed, it has gotten cloudier since I left Sea Gull. Well, it looks like an open site right in front of me. I'm pretty sure this is the site that I stayed on. Oh, what was it? Back in 2009, Sam's second trip. I think it was a good site, if I remember right. Just gotta remember where I need to land. I was thinking it was over here, but I don't think it is. Must be right here. This looks... Just gotta watch the rocks, as always. Let's check it out. Okay, here's the kitchen area. Here's a tent pad right by the lake, overlooking the lake. A little shelf down below. I'm not sure if this is the site that Sam and I had or not. Or maybe it is, just a minute. Okay, another tent pad back here. Okay, yeah, that's right. Sam used to like to climb up on top of this rock That's right. This is the site. So, tent pad back here. That's got to be the latrine trail going off that way. I'm not going to bother exploring that yet. Okay, let me see now. Could set my tent back up here, or I could set it closer to the lake over here. I gotta figure out where I'm going to string my tarp. Now, I wonder if this would have been a better landing over here or not. Not really. Although it looks like it's been used as a landing. The problem with where I did land is it's all very slippery rocks there. Very slippery. And not much of anywhere to get a toe hold. Well, I could set up my tarp between that tree and that tree, but then I wouldn't be able to use this space as for my tent. But I can always set up the tent over in the back. Yeah, I'll work it out. Well, I got my tarp set up over here. As you can see, it's the same tarp that I've been using. Those of you that watched my July video will know that it ripped out from that windstorm that we had. My lovely wife went and sewed that all up for me. So, same old tarp. And over here, where it ripped out in 2005 when I was on the Yukon, river, I've add a little bit more duct tape to hold that together. So, yeah, maybe it'll last me another couple of years yet. You know, I thought it's about time I showed you what's what on the map. This morning I entered over here on Sea Gull Lake, somewhere up in here. That I think is the landing up there. Anyway, then I made my way to the north of Fish Hook Island, past that that sign somewhere around here, came through this narrows here, worked my way through these islands exactly how I let's see, I went up over here. I think I ended up coming down through here and around this way. Okay. That point is the Palisades that I hiked up and got some photos from and some video. Then I went to the north of Miles Island here and kind of made my way across here and into this bay. Across the 105 rod portage, which is the longest portage of the trip, although I will be taking it twice. Be taking it on the way out too. Okay, and then I headed up Alpine Lake up to, this is the 48 rod portage. 48 rod portage across into Red Rock. Then I came up through here. This is where the cliffs are that I'm sure the lake was named after. And then I came up around this peninsula and I'm at this campsite right here. So I hope you were able to see all that. Yeah, but yeah, I'm at this campsite here. It's an okay campsite for 1 or 2 tents. You could put one, like I said, out overlooking the lake here, and then there's that tent pad over the other side of the rock. It's not the greatest tent pad in the world, but I'm going to have to make it work. Actually, this one out here is not all that great either, but passable for 2 tents. The main reason I came here was for old time's sake. Like I said, back in 2009, September 2009, I took a trip with Sam. It was kind of the opposite of this one. Not quite as extensive a loop, but kind of the opposite loop of what I'm doing now. And so there was one night or one day that I actually left Ester Lake, paddled or portaged into Otter Track, then over into Saganaga. I guess I've been pronouncing it wrong all this time. Saganaga. Around American Point down into here. And by the end of that day, I was pretty well exhausted, so I was looking for the first campsite that was available, and that was this one. But Sam had a lot of fun with it. Like I said, he liked climbing up on that rock and watching me, especially when I was doing stuff over by the tent, which I'm sure I had over the other side of the rock. So that's kind of why I came back here. I was actually, of course, planning this trip and planning to come to this campsite when I thought Sam was going to be with me. So I thought it'd be kind of interesting to see how he reacted to it now, whether he remembered it or not, that type of thing. But anyway, he's not with me, so I came here anyway. There were quite a few other campsites open campsites along the way I could have taken. This isn't quite the way I remembered it, whatever it is. But yeah, it's gonna be good. Today it was kind of tough getting over here. Like I said, the temperatures definitely felt warmer than the low 60s that they were predicting. Partly because that sun came out, and they were also predicting mostly cloudy today. Well, now it is mostly cloudy, but I still think it hasn't, I don't know, I'd have to check the radio, but I don't think it's dropped down into the 60s at all. It's still pretty warm out here. But anyway, felt a lot better about today than I did a year ago. So definitely wasn't that as hot as it was a year ago when I did this. But the other thing was that I took my time today. I had fun along the way. It wasn't all about getting from point A to point B. I climbed that cliff on the Sea Gull. I took some pictures. I took more footage on the portages, things like that. So had a lot more fun. So kind of rediscovered that the joy is in the journey, not in getting from A to B. And I think that was the problem last year. I was so concerned about finding open campsites, getting from A to B, all that kind of stuff, that I forgot to slow down and enjoy myself. So this trip, that's my goal, is to fix that. Enjoy myself along the way. Maybe not get so far each day as I did last year, but yeah, enjoy the journey. So, not feeling so. I know a couple of episodes last year I was talking about maybe not doing a 2-week solo again. Here I am doing one, but I think if I go into it with the right attitude, which I didn't last year, I didn't have the right attitude about it. But if I go into it with the right attitude, I'm going to end up enjoying myself and enjoying being solo again. Well, there were a few sprinkles as I was filming that last little clip, and so I decided to cook under the tarp, and then it started raining harder, so I was glad that I was under the tarp. Of course, you go outside under the tarp and you hardly feel anything at all. Always sounds like it's raining harder. Tastes is great as always. Very good. Very good. Good stuff. Now I gotta see about getting my dishes done. Not that there's a lot to that, but there is some. So I gotta do that before the water gets too cold. Just can't sit down and relax and enjoy after a meal. You gotta always be doing the next chore. Oh well. Wonderful day in the neighborhood. Yep. Won't you be my neighbor? I took advantage of a lull in the rain to get in here. Unfortunately, this mosquito swarmed in with me, so I've been working on killing mosquitoes ever since I got in here. I think I'm winning, but there's still a few left to go. Anybody would think it's a June trip. mosquitoes are supposed to be gone by now. I think I've said that each of the last 2 August trips. Times they are changing, I guess. Of course, the rain isn't helping anything. The fact that it's been a cool year up here isn't helping anything. Anyway, as soon as I can get rid of most of these guys, I will start bedding down for the night. As you can probably hear, the rain has started again. It's only sprinkling right now. But, yeah. It's coming back. So, even though it was only about 8:30 when I came in, it's 10 after 9 now. It's time to call it a day. So, a day. Good night. Talk to you in the next video.